Hello and welcome. My name is Rashim Mogha and I am your host for this Empowered Women of the World podcast. This podcast is for you, it is for me, and it is for all women who want to take charge of their career and happiness. In this weekly podcast, we'll talk about technology, we'll talk about leadership, and we'll talk about mindfulness. We'll talk about how you can discover, visualize, and actualize your success, whatever that means to you. We'll also talk about our common opponent, the conscious and unconscious bias which we deal with on a daily basis. And we'll share ways to navigate work politics. At the end of each podcast, I'll share with you a tip or a free resource that you can use to be successful. It's going to be a fun ride, so hop on and join me on this journey every week. Today we'll talk about navigating work politics. Work politics exists because people and emotions are involved. The dynamics of limited resources and interdependence of teams makes office politics inevitable. And the best way to deal with work politics is to understand how to navigate and leverage it. So how do you go about it? You basically start with creating a mental map of the power hierarchy in your organization. In this map, you identify who gets along with whom, whose opinion matters, and who can help you rally support for your projects. You will also be able to identify some influencers immediately, while others might be behind the scenes. So it's important to understand what's behind the scenes as well. Now, I often get asked, how do you know that people whom you're talking to are not backstabbing you or jeopardizing your career? The reality is, you don't. That knowledge comes from experience, and that's why you have to trust your gut and put trust in people whom you can trust. And that's why you have to be very careful about what you say and to whom you say. Now, another good way to navigate work politics and not let it impact you personally is by trying to keep emotions out of the equations. How do you do so? You do so by realizing that not all the people that you talk to at work are your friends. You're friendly with many. You might ask about their vacation and their kids, but they are not the people whom you want to make weekend plans with or hang out after you leave the company. And once you realize that most people you work with are your friendlies and not your friends, you will be less emotional when you get an unpleasant email from them. After all, it hurts more when your friends do not behave as you expect them to. In an organization, now there are always people who thrive on rumors and gossips. And if such people come to you and talk about workplace politics, make sure you don't contribute to that conversation. Just gently navigate towards business goals. You don't want to be perceived as someone who contributes to or propagates to the drama at your workplace. So bottom line, my advice to you is to acknowledge work politics, understand the power dynamics, root for the things that you believe in, and stay true to your values. But above all, trust your gut. And today's free resource that I have for you is an Alexa skill called Detox Affirmations. Now, this skill is available globally and you can use it on your cell phone. And you don't need an Alexa device for it. All you need is an Amazon account. It presents a new detox affirmation daily and sets you up for success, especially when you're feeling low. The link is in the show notes below, so give it a try. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next podcast. Till then, keep empowering the world.